Morning. I started this last week and I gave up. It wasn't going very well. In fact, I wasn't. My mind wasn't in it. I've just added this cottage here. I'm just going to use this very old, worn-out brush here to do some of this. I'm using black acrylic paint. And Fabriano £130 paper. So, oops. So it's a sort of line and wash, although it's more painted than line, isn't it? But so let's just a bit of harder stuff in there. So I'll carry on with it and see where we go. This is a winter scene. This is definitely autumn. But right, let's get a bit of a. With the shapes of your trees, try to get pleasing shapes. Sometimes, I remember in the past, my trees used to look like ferns, and they were horrible. But you learn. It's all practice. Well, that's quite a nice tree, isn't it? That's a bit of hard stuff along here. Could be Surrey Hills, or Norfolk, Suffolk. English landscape. Before I go back to some acrylic. That's too even there. So let's just make one of those a bit bigger. That's it. That's okay. It's trying to make everything look different than the bit next to it and avoid repetition. I'm going to bring that tree down a bit, otherwise it'd be too out of scale for that that cottage. So remember, your tree's got to hold up a lot of weight, so don't make it too stingy. I'll go back with that finer brush there. That's dry. So that is there, that is back there, so that's more in scale than it was before. I'm not sure whether I will draw it in ink. I want to put a couple of figures or figure in, so I'm going to leave some room for that. What I might do is paint it in and then line it with a bit of darker paint. Right, let's draw a bigger one. No, let's put this one, make this one a bit. Now, it's a myth that if you have all good brushes, papers, that'll make you into a wonderful artist. It won't. It's only practice that makes an artist. It's a little bit of a bit. Let's just more air in it. Bit of a horse chestnut there. And I'll detail that when it's a bit dry. Right. I was going to start the day with an acrylic, but I saw this and I was going to paint over it in an acrylic, but I thought it didn't look as bad as I thought it was. So now we've, in the cold light of day, now could make this a winter scene. Mixture of lights and darks. Just a bit of foliage around the edge there. Keep your brushes clean though, don't let the paint dry on them. So that gets a bit of perspective, and we'll make a little bit of a bigger one here. Okay, so we've kept that nice and light, so we can put some figures in there. Also, one of my friends on Facebook is doing very well with the watercolours, working from my demos, and she's put one up which she's done on an illustration board, a line and wash. Now I don't know anything about illustration board. I don't know whether it's good for watercolour or what. But she did a lovely sky, but the cottage, the house, was right in the middle. So I don't know whether she subscribes to YouTube or not, but so I won't say who it is because I don't want to embarrass her, because it's very discouraging to get criticism that you don't like. But I think something as basic as putting the point of interest, your focus, right in the middle of something is a sort of a big no-no. So I did say third up, third in, third down, third in, as a good practice for design and composition. It's a basic thing, but it's very easy to overlook simple things. So I hope she won't mind. But the rest of the painting shows a lot of promise. Now you've got branches coming across in front. They might not show very well once we've got the paint on, but not a problem. Sort of big oak tree. That's got a bit straight there, so I'm going to put a bit of ivy and try to give it a bit of a bit more of a that's got a little bit wrong there, but that will be my ivy in there. Right, let's first do the ivy on that. So I get my little brush back. I've got a cup of tea here that'll get cold if I don't drink it. I don't want to put this in hard, like with too much contrast. So that's how to get out of a bit of trouble. Right, that'll do. We'll put in some on the other side, on this one here as well, I think. Right, okay, that is about, a little bit in here I suppose. Yeah, you never know, do you? You never know when you're finished. Always a bit more to do, so that's just a bit of detail in here. Right, I'll dry that off, so take your headphones off, clean the brush, mute or headphones off. Now, if I do winter, I might have to use some, if I can find it, if I can find my white, I could use a bit of white and blue to put in some snow on the branches. There's my white. It's getting a bit, it's getting a bit stiff now. Waste of money, I don't use it very often. Right, I'll get my palette, nice clean palette. I'll clean it off afterwards. Right, okay. I'll clear the decks, move the water. That's my water cooler. Right, here we go. Right, butcher's tray or this food display tray, plastic, very durable, very cheap. I think came from Dolls, the Dolls Warehouse or something like that. I think down in Devon, and I got it online. I bought two for about £6, including postage, which was pretty good. Fabriana, £130, 15 inches by 11. Yellow, 11 yellow, raw sienna, alizarin crimson, light red, ultramarine, burnt umber, Payne's grey, burnt sienna. It's the old Ron Ranson palette, as is the 2-inch Ron Ranson Hake, or the large Ron Ranson Hake, which is less than 2 inches. It's 45mm. So I'll give it a bit of a wet, and I hope the paint is dry. Saves using ink, because ink eventually, if you don't use it, it goes off in the bottle and you've wasted another £5 or £6. But these are the Wilkinson colours I mostly use in acrylic. Right, sort of sky. So yellow ochre. No, that's a, sorry, that's a sienna, raw sienna. Put it all over because the snow will reflect the landscape, the sky. Got my cloth. You need a lot of cloth in this, and we want. Let's put a bit of alizarin in that as well. And now we're going to go for alizarin and Payne's grey. I don't want a really heavy sky, but I want it wintry. Never know how these are going to turn out, these streaky skies, but I like them. When your brush breaks, it sort of comes apart, just tip it in the water and just bring it back together again. Right, I'll let that go. I'm going to just, while that's wet, I just want to just put in some of that colour. Now the light, where should we have the light? We'll have the light come down here. So a strong light there, bit of shadow, that's sort of come a little bit more there. Let's just bring some from off. Okay. Right, I might dry that, clean my brush, get it nice and together. Right, headphones off or mute now. I'll do. Right, with a bit of burnt sienna now. And I'm going to put in some green. So burnt sienna, lemon yellow, Payne's grey. Just a little bit of that ivy green in there. And there will be greens in your winter scapes because there are evergreens because they're a bit warm in there, a bit of burnt umber and a bit of grey. Just a bit of stuff sticking up, stuff. Just using the tip of the brush here. Right, I want to put in some blue now. I've managed to keep it out of the sky. Blue and alizarin. That one I've made a bit too heavy, but not to worry. Oops. Right, okay. Now I'm going to dry that. Mute. Okay, now with my little 1/2 inch brush here, it's a swig of tea. I'm going to doctor that tree there with that white gouache. So, bit of burnt sienna. Right, let's just take that off there. I'll dry that so I can crack on. Mute. Now a bit of burnt umber, which is a very weak burnt umber, just to put on there. Okay, try that again. And I have a bit of blue and red, just as a bit of a dark. Just put a bit of a line. Probably just a little bit. Right, I'll put in a bit of grey, a bit of dark grey in there. Right, that'll do. That's all I want to show there. Now, I'm going to get. I'll do my figures first. It's a little figure brush, just a little old worn out nylon sable mix probably. So that's a bit of red, bit of grey really. Well, that's one. Or maybe that'll do. Let's put this the shadow in. Okay. Right. Now we'll go into this. This me gouache. I've still got a little bit on my. This is the original Ron Ransom tray. It's twice the size of the other one, but it was mainly designed to use your paint straight out of the tube and then throw it away at the end. And that is very wasteful, even using the Cotsman watercolours, which I'm using. that was expensive. Right, I'll need to use that, my smaller tray. See, that's the size, look. So with my sort of larger old squirrel sable mix, no, it's probably not sable, squirrel and nylon, I've mixed a tiny bit of blue in with that. We're just putting a little bit of hold fire on that. Bit of oak, bit of sienna on the Nile there. Not going very well now. Just trying to open this up a little bit. I just overdid it. That's better. Well, I hope that shows up a little bit. The lights come from that side, so we just put the lighter bits in. Okay, well, I think that will do. I think I can't think of much else to do on that, really. I'll sign it. I will clean this palette, otherwise the white goes rock solid and it's difficult to scrape off then. So I'll do a little signature. Put it in a mount. Well, I've got a couple of blobs, they'll blob. Okay, I think he's just about in scale to that tree. I mean, it's a working grade tree, isn't it? This one, I'm sorry, that didn't turn out to be too good, did it? But let's just see if I can get a little bit of detail in. Right, okay, let's put it in a mount and we'll have a butcher's. Butcher's is Cockney rhyming slang for look. Butcher's hook, look. If you haven't learnt much about painting, you learn a little bit about Cockney rhyming slang. Let's put the blue mount on that. Don't look for a moment. see what now this was a disaster, wasn't it, to start with? So there we are. We've got another line of wash watercolour. Just about rescued a disaster, apart from that bit there. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I'll bring you round and you can have a butcher's. I'll just raise it up a little bit. Zoom out a bit. So there we are. Another walk in the Surrey Hills. Shouldn't have done that, should I? Right, okay. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye bye.